Welcome back to No Overtime. Today is our last and final episode, so we will take a look back on some memorable moments throughout the show.
Let's take a look at some of the most memorable bloopers. We're going to be talking about our NFL picks for Week 12. So,
We'll just start off with the NFL picks. Both have the Eagles over the Rams, but I do think...
Miss Morgan or Miss Silvestri, can you please call the main office?
All right, so we both have the Eagles over the Rams. Could we just wait till he's out of the room? See you, Troy. Who are some teams you're high on that are, like 10 seeds, 15 seeds, stuff like that?
our teleprompter's kind of messed up.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, cut that part out. All right, I'm going to edit that out. Hold on.
All right.
Back to you guys on the set. We're cutting that out. Top 7 NBA teams as of right now.
All right, so I'll start off with my list. At 1, I have the Celtics. I have the Thunder at 2, the Cavs at 3, the Rockets and Knicks at 4 and 5, the Magic, and the Suns at number 7.
Yeah, I like your list a lot. Mine is somewhat similar to yours as my top.
Find someone good there with 5, but the difference between 1 and 5 is just, it's massive.
But then with the 6th, 7th picks, the Washington Wizards and the New Orleans Pelicans. So, what did you see?
Nothing special there. All right, wait.
6.
Now, let's look at some of our best takes.
Give it an A-. I think this is a great deal because in today's NFL, it's good to have a quarterback who can throw the ball but also be mobile in the pocket. And I think that's kind of was a big reason that Rodgers got sacked a lot is because he couldn't really roll out of the pocket. You can't run any play action with Rodgers because he's 40, he's slow.
Yeah.
And I think the Jets, they've always had a hard time finding a good quarterback that fits in their offense. And I think Fields, especially with that chemistry that he had with Garrett Wilson at Ohio State, I think it's a great move. But let's move.
So looking at this in the Knicks perspective, I think we get the best player in the trade in Karl Anthony Towns. Obviously, he's a huge improvement from Julius Randle. He could shoot the 3, but losing DiVincenzo is a huge loss. He was in the playoffs. He kind of saved our season, had a bunch of clutch shots, and I think we're really going to feel it in the season. If we get injuries again, like a guy like him, you're going to need him. And now we lose that bench piece. I think our depth is definitely worse, but...
Now, to wrap it up, let's look at some of our takes that were way off.
Yeah. And because of team record, I'm going to go with Josh Allen. I think, the Bills have looked great this season. Josh Allen obviously just had a great game, and even though they lost to the Rams. But I think Josh Allen's got a good chance to win this year. That's all for the finale of No Overtime. Jake?
And Mike.
Signing off.